raising the Tobagos. We growing like fresh tomatoes. Them boys on fire, too fuego. We pass it round, hot potato. Everything is new wave. I'm with my sweetie.
We are live on YouTube and Twitch. So
I gotta
what's
open up
good?
Twitch. I gotta log in.
You don't gotta open it. Oh, you can't you don't gotta open up because you can see the stream. You can see the chat and everything through Riverside.
Through here. Okay.
Yeah. Just give me a second to go ahead and just update the titles and everything. You can go ahead and bring us in if you want to, David.
Yes. What episode we on?
34.
34. Oh yeah, we moving along. Man, this is that we are back once again. This is the Anime Unk podcast. I'm one of your humble and gracious hosts, David. I'm here with some amazing guys, man. We got Broad in the building. And our illustrious host, man, FM. Let's get
What's
this
good?
show started.
Are we live on? Are we live on Facebook? Facebook too?
No, we're not live on Facebook.
Okay, because I was gonna send the link to some people because I know they were gonna watch too.
No, I do not have a setup for Facebook Live. Why is this shit still not showing on YouTube? I swear to God, bro. This Riverside pissing me off.
It was doing it at first. Did it just?
Yeah.
It says, like, when I try to go to it, it says this video is unavailable. It's been removed by the uploader.
What?
But
And
you
I'm
were
like,
the
and
uploader.
yeah, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, this video been removed? Like, I ain't even uploaded shit. It's a live stream. I don't gotta upload shit. See. Regardless, it's gonna be recording, but
Of course.
Yes.
But
see, like we live on Twitch.
Send me the Twitch so I can send it over to people.
Oh, it's just our name. It's Anime Unk Podcast. No spaces.
But,
you know, Twitch.
but yeah.
Twitch, you don't gotta have like a link to a specific video or nothing. You just go straight to our
Yeah.
channel and it'll be showing.
I gotta add Twitch to my. Actually, I should have it. Let me see.
I don't understand, bro.
Twitch.
Like why it won't work. But anyways, man. All right. So look. All right. So how was y'all's week, man? First, let's start. How was y'all's week, man? You know everything. You know, let's go ahead and talk about how Reeks was.
All right,
I
I'll
can
start
start.
first because Broad
I
be having
mean,
amazing stories
all right.
sometimes. Nah, you know, our mine was solid. It was of course a Spider-Man movie, so that's kind of what permeated like my whole weekend. So other than that, I'm solid. My wife went to Vegas and had a good time, but yeah, I stayed home. So what about you, Broad? Man, what you got going on, my brother?
Where do you even want me to start, dog?
I know. I love your situation, dog. You be having some of the greatest stories.
So I'm going to Dothan on Wednesday. Bro, it's just been one shit show after another because, you know, up here with, you know, the governor and shit, apparently they took half of our, of the clothing vouchers that was meant for the kids. So not everybody was allowed to get their school clothing vouchers. And now, like, parents are just, like, in fucking shambles up here. Not trying to get all political and shit, but, you know, it's... Because then on top of that, I don't know if, Dave, I know you're close to me. So I don't know if you heard about when the governor brought the $2 million Ferris wheel to Charleston, West Virginia. So that's where,
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the money went to. So people are pissed.
Ferris wheel is crazy. Yeah. Don't nobody like
Yeah.
Ferris wheel. I mean, we too old for that.
Yeah, it was wild, dog. But other than that, man,
People always wonder. I mean, not people. I guess me. I wonder why. Why is it that
Where their money go?
like I understand. I understand the nuances and like understand politics and different things, but I don't understand when you're talking about being somebody that's trying to get something done for the people. Why is it that getting things done for the people isn't always the primary like
The
thing
priority.
that you're working on. It's like it's like sometimes it's like superfluous stuff that's not necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, it seems like things that would help the people would be like more housing, this affordable housing. With rent freezing. You know what I'm saying? Probably owned by a company that's this government control company. Like I guess basically government subsidized housing, right? It's like stuff like that. Like you don't want apartments that can be owned by individuals because individuals typically are going to be shitty landlords. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make it hard. It's stuff like that, like government subsidized housing, food banks, soup kitchens for the homeless. You know what I'm saying? Homeless centers, so that you don't have the homeless on the street, where they wreaking havoc, on the regular people.
Bro, over here,
It just serves stuff.
Over here painting a picture of Gotham City.
Nah, man, it's like I'm talking about like a utopia, bro. Like a utopia would look like everybody thriving regardless of social class. And so,
Yeah,
if even if that don't look like everybody being on the same level, you can still have a situation where everybody has their minimum needs taken care of. And I think I want to say, this is not political. I'm going to try to keep it not politics, U.S. politics at least, but global politics. I think there was a petition that was being signed. I forgot by who. I want to say by maybe like the World Health Organization to, or maybe United Nations, to identify food as being a necessary requirement for human life. Essentially like a right, not an option, a right, just for humans. And the United States is one of the only countries that turned down or did not agree with that. And it's like here a lot of people feel that you don't deserve to have things if you don't work hard for them. And
yeah.
I feel that I understand what you're saying, but I feel like when you say not deserving things because you don't work hard, I believe those are things like extra things, not life essentials.
Yeah. What about luxury?
Everybody should have food. Everybody should have a roof over their head, and everybody should have shelter. Everybody also should have things like education. You know what I'm saying? Healthcare. That's all I want everybody to have. I don't want everybody to have a nice car. I don't want everybody to have a big house. I don't want everybody to have, expensive gaming PC or a PS5. I don't want
privilege.
Those are extra things. Those are extra things.
That's a privilege.
So it's like, bro, I know working in your profession, those are the things I think about. And it's so funny because, we've been watching Reincarnated as a Slime, right?
Yeah.
And you seen how Rimuru built his nation up from nothing to something, and how he's how primarily he started by focusing on making sure that everybody's basic needs are taken care of. Remember, he just literally started out making houses. That's all he did.
Yeah.
Making houses, making a village, and then progressed all the way up to when he got the orcs on his side. They was like, hey man, let's make roads. Let's make roads so that people can come in and out the city. And then now this new motherfucker, he's making a train, a damn train to go between
he's
nations.
Take a few years. Man, he got a whole judicial system now.
Yeah,
he got governing bodies.
Now he put democracy in his like he is literally focusing on just the essentials before he started talking about, hey, let's make alcohol. You remember they just made alcohol like last season or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you remember because he couldn't get drunk. Like making gourmet food. Like clothing, fancy clothing. Like all these things came way later, and so it's like
focusing on the needs of the people.
Yeah.
Like you would think it would be a simple thing, and I know we're broad working in like social worker stuff. Yeah. You see so many people that's neglected. You be like, yo, we have the means to get it right, but it's too much greed. Like part of it is being a capitalist society only.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're, big fish eat little fish. It's going to be a lot of that. And some people got a little too much pond. You know what I mean? So like, and they're not willing to share. Like that's a big part of it. People are not willing to share the lot they have. Any percentage they think is too much.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you get, and then I'll say this, and we get we'll wrap up on my end because I want to know how FM is doing, of course.
Absolutely, yeah.
Lord, of course, on my end, sir, if you want to be in, just say that.
Hey, man, what's his name?
That's Pudge. Yes, Pudge, like the fish. Yep, like the fish of Finding Nemo.
Okay.
But a lot of the things is us as foot workers, we always have the answers, but nobody wants to listen to us, and they always say like what FM was saying earlier, like ideally the people are screaming for this such and such resource, and of course we have the money and so forth to do so, but of course governors or representatives and politicians ain't going to listen to the small people because again it all boils down to money. So even though we have the answers, we get overlooked. So the way I approach my job is I just work with what the fuck I got, and y'all can't be mad at me for the results of what's going on. But with that being said,
I was gonna say, bro, if you had Rimuru powers, do you think that you could create something better
easily,
like without fighting? Like, do you think like you remember?
No,
but you remember Rimuru? A lot of what he did was not like I would say reincarnated as a slime is maybe 35-45% combat, 65% or 55% or whatever,
55-35
talking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's a good negotiator. I mean, of course, thanks to his his little thing in his mind, his voice in his mind.
Raphael.
Whatever it was before Raphael, but Raphael, he's a good negotiator. But it's like part of it is just that, bro. It's like that he is a good negotiator, and he also knows how to throw his power around without hurting folks, you know.
And my thing is long story short, like, will you make people mad in the process? My thing is the answer to that question is, if I make you mad by doing the world better, then what does that say about yourself? Because look at the situation again. Look at.
Y'all seen the most recent episode?
Yeah. Okay. We'll get into it, but But like, I'll wrap it up. But like, look at Birmingham, for example. Yeah. Look how close knit the hood and, like, say for instance, Hoover and fucking Roebuck is like not even that far apart if you really think about it.
Yeah.
And the resources could be divided amongst this, amongst each school system, each everything. Because if you ask me what I'll do with Rimuru's powers, I'm fixing the foster care system instantly, because
that's where you work.
It shouldn't be this difficult. It really should.
That's way more personable to you.
Yeah, but anyways, FM, how was your week?
It's good, man. I went to go see Spider-Man, like David. I mean, that's about it. I mean, that's the most eventful thing that happened.
Do y'all want to start with that first? Because I do have a couple of questions, and I want to elaborate to FM of what I was meaning in the group chat. But if you want to put it off to the back end, that's fine.
No, we can. We can start off with Spider-Man. We was before we was talking about before we got on stream, we were talking about all of like the petty criticisms that people have had about about the movie, and kind of like how, like, I mean, like there's room for criticism in all things. I would never say, oh no, you can't talk shit about Spider-Man. You can't talk shit about Marvel or the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But man, some of the things that just been going around is petty, man. And sometimes I think that it's like people like to rage bait because it's a popular tactic for getting engagement. But two, I also feel that there is a level of superhero fatigue that's going on amongst people who are not avid superhero movie fans. And I say that to say folks like me and David, we know what we want from our superhero movies or superhero shows and movies. It's like we want a faithful adaptation. We want the characters brought to life, accurately. We want things that if you were to go an original route, for example, like let's just use like Miss Marvel, right? They changed her power set. If you go an original route, just please try your best to make it fit within the continuity of the story you've already created. Because that's the worst thing you could do is try to go and do some original shit and it doesn't fit into the story you've already been writing. And so those are things that we want. And I think that your casual fan of superhero stuff wants a lot of good action. They want a very simplistic story that doesn't require you to see anything outside of what you're watching. They don't want to watch all 28, 30 Marvel, movies and shows to understand the story. Even some people watching Brand New Day didn't want to watch the other, 3 Spider-Man movies that were created, with Tom Holland, right?
But that's my biggest confusion is why would you even come here?
Like I said, these are casual fans. And so I think that there's superhero fatigue in the casual superhero fan base because it's almost like I think a lot of them want either nothing or they want reboots. Also, you look at what happened with Supergirl. All the discourse around Supergirl about it being woke. It seems like anytime a female is the lead taking over for a male lead in a similar position, it's woke. It's like Supergirl coming after Superman is woke. Black Panther Shuri replacing T'Challa, woke. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's always this idea, and it's like that's casual people because those of us, once again, who are hardcore for real, we about this shit. We know if you read the comics or even have a knowledge of what happens in the comics, Shuri became the Black Panther for a period of time. You know who Supergirl is and her importance to the DC Comics universe. You know what I'm saying?
Just even in Superman's just his family and lineage, like she's just important.
Yeah, so these things, and so it's just I'm not a gatekeeper, and so I want everybody to enjoy everything, but it is frustrating because I feel that with all the superhero fatigue, that we're getting to a point where they're like the people who produce are trying to cater to the common casual person, not the hardcore, and that's why we got shit like the. Well, one more thing, David, because I'm gonna bring it around to something that's relevant to what Broad is gonna love. That's why we got that garbage ass live action, Avatar. That's why I got that garbage ass live action Avatar.
That's because season was
trying to what you call it, cater to motherfuckers that don't know Avatar.
Yeah,
because you could get over on them because they not gonna know. They're not gonna know.
I like that point.
They're not gonna know, Broad. They not gonna know. They not gonna know. They not gonna know. They not gonna know, bro. They not gonna know, bro. But we know. I've been sending y'all the videos, showing y'all the guy that be breaking it down, man. I be watching all his videos, and I'll be like, damn. I'll be like, I ain't know the live action did them this dirty. Like, changed the storyline around.
Yes, completely
removed whole portions.
They changed people's core values.
They say they made Toph a girly girl. She was a tomboy. She was a tomboy in the cartoons. They made Toph a girl, but it's like, damn. It's like you ask yourself, man, do y'all even know these characters? Do y'all even know?
No,
like, do y'all know how significant some portions of this story are? Like, do you know that? Like,
why do it if you didn't want to make the fans happy?
I think it's because I think it's because making money requires you to cater to the common denominator, which is not us. It's not us.
But not us, bro. The thing is, there's a reason why you're able to make the story. There were fans that liked it. And they were
That's
like,
what.
"Hey,
Yep.
we can just bring this to those same fans, and those fans will get people hooked again because we bring it back out." No, not them.
Yeah.
They were like, "Hey, we're gonna piss
Yeah.
off our core group to get
Yeah.
like somebody else who already wasn't into it." Like, I'm confused.
David, that's what folks like Stan Lee believed in. You know, like
Yeah,
they,
because
you
we're
know,
gonna tell
they
them don't
believe.
watch it.
They
We're
like
gonna be like,
like
"Hey,
when
don't
we
watch that."
like when we all went to the movies to go see that first Iron Man. Like
That shit was lit.
the magic,
shit-
bro.
Mhm.
Huh?
That
What
shit
you?
was. I'm gonna say that shit was. It was lit.
Yeah, bro.
And
That
see,
it was magical, bro. It was it
I'm
was
a-
magical. And when you know in the deleted scenes, of course, when Fury was talking
Brought
about
that laptop out.
yeah, but remember he was talking about he want to build a team and that he know
and the
all
music drop.
yeah, he know all these people, right? You know, he knows of all these individuals. It's a deleted scene, bro, but it's where he
Yeah, I
talking
remember
about
that. Yeah, I
yeah,
remember
where he
that.
I think he mentioned Spider-Man. Who else, David? Who did he
Wolverine
mention?
was on there.
And it was somebody else. It was like three different people that they did not they
Thor.
didn't do nothing
Thor's
with.
name was on it.
Yeah.
It was
It's
Thor.
it was like
Wolverine,
God. It was that yeah.
Spider-Man.
You're
Hulk.
right, Dave. It was like a gods, gods and some shit. It's like
Yeah.
people that walk on walls and like he mentioned he casually dropped all these nuggets for us, knowing that. And Marvel knew what they were doing because the post credit scene with the hammer and shit. Oh my god, they knew what they were doing, bro. Dropping nuggets to lead us into the next thing.
They told Kevin Feige this wouldn't work either. They told him this would never work. You could never interconnect movies like
So,
but it was magical, bro. It was magical because those of us that knew, we knew what the fuck they were talking about. We knew it.
So, can I give y'all my perspective as a new, as a returning new eyes, non-biased?
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
All right. So, as a newcomer coming back into the Marvel, this is my first. Let's get this straight. This is my first true superhero Marvel film since probably Endgame.
That's fine.
Okay.
Dang.
So wait, have you seen No Way Home?
No.
Okay. All right. You need to go back and watch No Way Home.
Yeah. So fresh eyes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I came in feeling like, all right, Spider-Man ain't really gonna do shit. Like I'm gonna be really disappointed. I'm gonna give this a watch because like we seen everything that Tobey Maguire can do as Spider-Man, and I feel like they exhausted it. And of course, I missed who was it? Tom Holland? Is that the person after him?
No,
it was
Andrew
Garfield.
Tom Holland is the current guy. Andrew Garfield was the amazing Spider-Man.
I miss Andrew Garfield. So I come into this, like I said, like, whatever. He ain't gonna outdo Tobey Maguire.
Right. And
I was kind of taken aback. I'm not gonna lie, with the graphics and actually that scene where he was fighting the ninjas. Shit was cold.
Yeah, that was Jackie Chan's stunt team too. So shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. See, I was like, man, this shit is cold. I was like, hold on, and then I caught myself rewinding back on a couple of clips because I was like, all right, Spider-Man really cooking on this because, like, again, the Tobey Maguire, man, you can't really beat it, especially the fight that he had with the Green Goblin. That shit was cold.
Yeah.
Especially when he was and brought the bomb back. Crazy as shit. But anyways, my only issue the only issue that I had as a collective is that someone did say it, and I'm glad that I'm not the only person. I wish they would have introduced a new character as like a new pop. And I know you guys are going to say like, it's a setup. There's more coming, yada yada yada. But I feel as though they're overusing the Hulk in situations. I also feel as though that they're overused. And hear me out. A lot of the Marvel movies that I've watched here and there going in, a lot of these movies circle around the story of Jean Grey. And I feel as though the storyline is regardless, again and again, I understand.
This our first time getting Jean Grey in
See,
the MC
The
in the
Marvel
MCU.
universe. Yeah, the MCU.
Yeah.
are you sure? But my thing is like,
Remember that was Fox. So like we gotta
Okay.
erase like, yeah, that was
so
Fox.
this is not.
So let me.
This is a totally different space.
So all right. So broad. So this is just to get you caught up with non. This is not in universe. This is in real world shit to get you caught up. So all of the X-Men movies that occurred that in the past, all of those were movies that were produced and owned by Fox. Fox owned the rights to the X-Men. Period.
Okay.
Like, as
yeah.
a whole, as a whole.
Remember. Yeah, I
And
remember that as a kid.
And they also own the rights to Spider-Man. So Sony owned the rights to Spider-Man.
Sony had
you
that,
know.
yeah.
So Fox owned the rights to X-Men. Sony owned the rights to Spider-Man.
And Universal
and
have the Incredible Hulk.
Yep, and Universal had the Incredible Hulk. So all of these different companies own the filmmaking
IP.
rights to all of these different characters. And so over the course of Marvel, the MCU, the formation of the MCU, they have gradually been gaining back the filmmaking rights to these characters through either expiration of the previous deals or mergers or buying it out. And so now the MCU, they don't have the ability to use the old Hulk that Universal created, but they was able to bring in Mark Ruffalo to bring the new Hulk, right? And then so for Spider-Man, they couldn't use Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, had to bring in Tom Holland, but they was able to write the story, right? They still can't use Miles Morales until Into the Spider-Verse comes out or whatever, right? So when it comes to the X-Men, they just got the rights to be able to use the X-Men in films going forward from 2028, I believe.
Yes.
But so that's why now, bro, just to bring you full circle to current day, that's why in the MCU, they just were able to use the word mutant in the Miss Marvel TV show. We got several mutants that's already in the MCU. We got Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver. Who else? David. Who else?
Namor.
Namor. Yep, Namor.
Yeah.
Yep. Those. That's just 3 people. That's all mutants, right?
Yeah.
But they could not use the mutant word. They could not use the M word. So they have been kind of like walking on eggshells, trying to find a way around that.
Trying to be able to do it, but trying not to get a lawsuit this whole time. Like it's insane.
And so now that's why Jean Grey now can come in, but also still can't call her a mutant, right? Because Jean Grey is one of the X-Men, so we can't talk about the X-Men, can't talk about mutants. That's gonna be when we get the actual X-Men MCU film that they have planned for 2028 or 2029, one or the other. But we have an actual X-Men. Yeah, but we have an actual MCU X-Men slated for the future. That's also why in the trailers for Avengers Doomsday, you still seeing Fox X-Men characters, which is Professor Xavier, played by the old white guy. I forgot his name. Magneto, Ian McKellen, Magneto. You got Channing Tatum Gambit. You got all these are characters that Fox still owns the rights to, but they are letting Marvel use them because they are using those characters. They can't do their own X-Men yet.
They bought the rights back, but it runs out.
But they can't. But you know what I'm saying, Dave?
It was 25.
But they can't. The MCU can't do their own X-Men yet. They have to use Fox X-Men. That's what they did in Deadpool Wolverine. They brought in Blade. They brought in Elektra. You know what I'm saying? But those were all Fox owned properties. So now,
so they had to. So it's a buyout.
Yeah, they bought them out. Yeah, it was a buyout, and now that they got them, they're allowed to use them now.
Mm-hmm.
But
And one more
they
thing.
wanted to
okay.
you got
put
it.
a bow on that last hurrah for the ones that gave us the joy that we've had. They're
Yeah.
basically giving them their swan song.
Okay.
And one more
Okay.
thing, just to wrap this up about the part which you mentioned about Jean Grey. The reason why they keep using Jean Grey in stories, Broad, is because she probably is the single most important X-Man. like next to like Wolverine and Magneto, maybe. Or Magneto's not X-Man, but
I ain't gonna lie.
like top
Wolverine's
five
one of the
most.
most popular, but he's not that
Uh,
important to the
well, I
group.
think
But
it's
the
the it's
show,
the
the
it's the it's the
movies,
Weapon X shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Weapon X shit. You know, they
yeah,
like that's important because like that's what led to
that
Captain
is,
America and
yeah,
shit. You know, so but I agree with you. I mean, yeah, but as far as like storylines, the X-Men got a lot of storylines, but most of them revolve around the same thing. Broad, and you would probably get exhausted with storylines revolving around people being racist toward mutants and Sentinels. So
And low key, that's kind of why I got
yeah,
tired out of the
hmm
X-Men franchise towards the back end when they started
yeah,
making everybody younger.
yeah,
I tuned out, but it kind of makes sense. So I have to view this is a new storyline in itself going into
yeah,
Marvel.
yeah,
All right. With that being said, I'll give it a 9.
yeah, man.
yeah.
If that's the issue, I'll give it a 9.
Yeah, man. But, bro, for real. Like, I mean, I understand your concern because one of my biggest concerns was that this whole thing bringing in Jean Grey,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't gonna fit into a Spider-Man movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because of the fact that for people that read the comics, we know that Spider-Man has a close relationship with the X-Men. He has a close relationship with the X-Men and he has a close relationship with the Fantastic Four. Like Johnny Storm is one of his best friends, like his best friend in the comic book. Yeah. And then in the X-Men, he didn't hooked up, you know what I'm saying? Not hooked up, but he teamed up. He teamed up with Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a close relationship with the X-Men. So, it's one of the things where I was like, man, how is this gonna work if they don't bring in, like if they don't bring in the big picture? Like the little picture is Jean Grey, big picture is mutants in the MCU. And I'm like, okay, so if they don't bring in the big picture, how is it gonna make sense? But they did it really well because I feel like they incorporated the storyline of Peter's powers evolving and her powers evolved too.
Right?
Did you
Yeah,
catch that?
that
Like
shit was
it's
hard.
like a parallel. It's like both of their powers evolved during the movie, and even though Peter isn't a mutant, he has mutations in his DNA.
Yeah,
That's why I feel like he's the perfect character to, kind of introduce an X-Man. I didn't think it before, but now that I've seen the execution, I see the vision. So
yeah,
I'm like, he's the perfect character to introduce these people because, like, he's
yeah.
he
The
has
difference with
mutated
them,
DNA.
Broad, is like people like the Hawk, Spider-Man. They call them mutates because they
Yeah,
mutated into what they are. Mutants, theirs is genes. So like
yeah,
there is a distinction that they've been pulling, and I ain't
hmm
gonna front, man. I love it, bro. Like
we,
what they got going on, this is my shit right now.
and we talked about that too, David. You remember we talked about how like enhanced individuals in the MCU, you got so many different enhancements that it's like now they
Yeah,
all kind of fit in a bucket. You got mutants, you got people who with mutated DNA, you got people with super soldier serum, you got people who are what you call it, Weapon X, like Deadpool.
yeah.
You got so many different people who got so many different enhancements, and now it's a big bucket. It's a big bucket of enhanced people from different origins, and they haven't had to elaborate on all of it because particularly, I mean, it wasn't necessary. I mean, they like Dave, you remember we thought that Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver got their powers from the Mind Stone. You remember
Oh, that people
being
were thinking that.
experimented on,
Yeah, people was
and then
thinking that.
and then later, we find out that Wanda always had her powers,
Yep.
you
But
know.
she's a witch, so
Yeah.
like her power, she get her powers from the chaos realm, which they never really explain until
to the
What's
Doctor
that?
Strange and Multiverse of Madness,
Yeah, but it was
yeah,
the
or
what's
the
that
Agatha
girl's
All
name
Along,
that you really Agatha. Agatha is where
yeah,
you really kind of get
yeah,
the crux of like what's really going on with her powers.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. You know, and so it's you know, I like I we talk about this all the time, David. You know how sometimes the continuity of the MCU is lacking because of how much stuff they have, and we
Yes.
would you would love to. I guess I won't say remove things because you can't really remove it now that it's already there, but you would love to like have a way to summarize some of the things that people really don't need to watch so that they can get that story content, that story advancement without having to watch something that's completely unnecessary. Like for example, people don't really need to watch something like WandaVision. You know what I'm saying? That it didn't really do much to progress her character outside of giving us a setup for Multiverse of
For
Madness.
Multiverse of Madness, yeah.
Yeah, showing her grief.
We definitely
Of,
thought they was
yep,
gonna do more with that.
yeah, we did, and with the White Vision and shit, it's like now we're finally getting that, but it's like, man, that took a long time,
Yeah, late as hell now, man.
and so it's like stuff like what you call it, Falcon and Winter Soldier. It was good, but also, I mean, it was good. It was good. It was good. I say a lot came out of it. We got U.S. Agent and
Right.
Falcon
I
got the shield.
I thought Falcon and the Winter Soldier was so ass.
Did you?
I thought that shit
I
was.
like that. I like
It was
that.
solid. It was solid.
Shit.
It was solid back in. We enjoyed
maybe,
it. I mean, yeah.
Maybe it's my personal beef with who they made Falcon.
Captain America. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like
you don't
him.
Like, you don't like Mackie?
I really don't care for Mackie like that. I wish they would have.
Is it Mackie or is it Falcon as a character?
It could be Falcon as a character because he gives Robin vibes.
He became Captain America in the comics too.
Yeah,
I know.
I ain't gonna lie.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
He seemed better in the books though than he do in the show.
Yeah.
I will say that.
I get that.
Yeah, he had more, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I did catch glimpse of him in the comics, and yes, he had more drip. It kind of gave in the comics. It was a Static Shock, like a Static Shock vibe. Like he was cool as shit.
Yeah,
but
he was way cooler in the book.
But Dave Mackie, sorry, that's not his name.
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie. Like, shout out to you. I love your other movies and shit, but him as a superhero kind of gave me
it's because they introduced him as a backup character first.
Yeah,
I think that's the problem that they ran to, is introducing him as a backup character kind of fucked with his image. You know what I'm saying? Because like Robin, I can't never see Robin leading the movie. But you know who I can see leading the movie? Nightwing.
Yeah.
So he had to rebrand. You got to rebrand completely. And so Falcon,
they didn't rebrand him.
Yeah, Falcon never rebranded. He just put a shield on with his wings.
That's it.
So
that ain't going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so it's understandable. I know exactly what you're saying on that. It's like he never gave main character energy, and Captain America should be a main character. So it's but yeah, all this to say, man, with Brand New Day, like I said, man, I understand the criticisms. I ain't never gonna tell nobody not to criticize something, because if they got valid criticism, that's reasonable. Please voice it, because that helps us get better shit later on. But also, man, it's just some stuff is just petty, bro. Some stuff is petty. Talking about, what I'm saying. I mentioned the thing about the Punisher, not getting arrested at the end of the movie. People was talking about the Punisher shooting bullets at the Hulk. That's crazy. Why would you shoot bullets at the Hulk? He's bulletproof. Nigga, that's the Punisher. That's what he does. He shoots shit. You know what I'm saying? He gonna shoot shit even if the bullets ain't working. He still gonna shoot. He gonna shoot you. He gonna throw bombs at you. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not gonna work.
He did the best he could, man. What he had.
Yeah,
I will say
people talk about. Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, I was about to say, you know what? I actually enjoyed the Punisher in the movie a lot.
Yeah.
I like his asshole, you know, personality. And I know he's the one in the show too. So
Yeah.
I did watch a couple of episodes of the show a while back, but I liked him. He
Well, the show was
edged
fire.
he edged the movie out for me because I knew that something stupid and violent was going to happen. So
He you know,
He
I
was
like
the
too,
man.
man. I liked his
But
his development. You know,
John Bernthal is one of the best people to do a superhero correctly. Like, he gives me Punisher vibes. I know people was like, I need him to be more violent. I said Punisher ain't always violent.
no,
Like, people be forgetting how he was in like the Civil War in the comic.
he got depth, bro. Like he got
Yes.
depth that people it's almost like they made a meta commentary within the movie. You remember when he was talking to Peter, and Peter was like, "Man, like Peter, like basically was just like, I'm not like you, like you know, I'm sorry, no, he said I'm a lot like you. He said I'm a loner. I stick to myself, and
Yes.
and the Punisher was like, you don't know shit about me. Like I don't do this for by choice. You know,
Yeah.
like I was forced into this because my family was killed. You know,
Mhm.
like if I could have all that back, I would just have all that back.
He like,
you
I
know,
would give it all back.
yeah. So it's like he got depth, and people misunderstand his depth or don't see his depth because he's like a tough guy, you know. But it's like, you know, if you look beneath the exterior, you kind of see like he's just somebody who hurt real bad. You know what I'm saying? And you can see at the end of the movie. Remember, Dave, we talked about this
But we
about him crying when he shot Spider-Man. You know, by mistake,
in the back, yeah, that
realizing
messed him up.
yeah, but I think it messed him up not only because he shot Spider-Man and Spider-Man he didn't want to shoot Spider-Man. I think he also realized I can't just kill people because that's gonna fix the problem. You know,
Yeah,
I can't just do that because he was gonna kill Jean and she didn't deserve that. You know,
especially
so,
after he kind of smoothed shit over too.
yeah,
Because I know he was
and
like,
so
yo,
yeah,
she was calming down, and here you
yeah,
go,
yeah.
out of control ass.
Yeah. You know, but it was the same thing with the Hulk too. You remember Peter was like, "Stop shooting at him! Like he's not the problem. We
Yeah,
need to shut Jean down. We need to put the inhibitor on whatchamacallit, on Jean, you know,
Yes.
or whatever." And so, you know, he was like, "Man, let me do this shit how I do. This is how I do things." You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So
that was my part though too. And he was like, "Hey, you go get Gene. I'll take care of the Hulk." He was like,
he's
"You scared of T?" He's like, "Yeah, man. Okay, let me handle the human." Because he's like,
Yeah.
"You way out of your depth." He was though.
yeah. Oh, no, yeah. When he transformed fully, yeah, it was over with. It was over with.
100%.
So you know, but I say that to say, man, it's just like he got a lot of depth because he I think from that point and then onwards and towards the end, you know, when you shot him, I think that you realize, or not you realize, but he realized, like I said, you cannot shoot your way out of all your problems. You can't kill people just because that would easily solve the problem in the immediate moment. Like I think he acknowledges that, and I think that he also, you know, that crying, the remorse is because
Oh, that shit
you
got
know
me.
bullets, shoot. You know, one thing about Punisher, I know he probably understands better than anybody, is like a bullet can change a lot of lives. You know what I'm saying? You can do a lot of damage with one bullet, right? And then he almost killed New York's greatest superhero. You know,
Yeah,
like so. You know, and also, bro, let's acknowledge, man, him and Peter became friends in the movie. Like they really became friends, bro. Like
I think they already were
well, yeah,
in that
yeah.
4-year span, but we got to
Yes.
see them even get closer.
So that's what I think too, because I think that what we ain't seen is that Spider-Man has probably had interactions with Daredevil. He's had interactions with Punisher. He already seems like he's familiar with Yelena. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like when they was talking, it's like he wasn't surprised. It seemed like he's
Let's
already
talk about
like,
how disrespectful Yelena was being, talking about he was small potatoes, yo. I said, do you know he's one of the originals? He was
Hey.
one of the only person who actually hit Thanos.
who else was on Titan that's
Yeah,
still
that's what I'm
alive
saying.
or around when Spider-Man was going head to head with Thanos. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Iron Man dead. Doctor Strange is
the
away.
Gu-
The
the
Guardians ain't,
Guardians is broke up. Yeah,
like there's nobody else around to
I like you, Lena, but yo,
to
put some
yeah.
respect on his name, yo.
Yeah, there's nobody around to corroborate other than nobody. It's nobody, bro. Because think about it. Even when you look at his end game contributions, at the very end, when they all came back, and
Yeah.
then you remember he helped to get the Infinity Gauntlet
Yes.
away from Thanos.
A key figure.
I don't like who is around to remember that. You know what I'm saying? Captain Marvel is away. You know what I'm saying? All of the females, you remember in the all-female team up, they are all gone.
Yeah.
All them, like Pepper
Yeah,
Potts,
spread out.
living a regular life, raising her child. You know what I'm saying? All them characters is gone. You know what I'm saying?
So much disrespect though.
Maybe Shuri might remember him, but she's in Wakanda. Like that's another thing I've been seeing people complain about. Talk about plot holes about shit like that. It's like, come on, man. Like, use your brain. Thor away. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's away. Banner actually is the only one who would remember Spider-Man actually being there doing stuff because he was there.
Yes.
But he was the Hulk at the time. That might make a difference. I don't know. I can't say that for sure, but Banner's the only one. That's the only person you can really say. Banner. That's it. Banner.
I agree with you.
Imagine if Doctor Strange was here. Doctor Strange don't know Peter no more, but he knows Spider-Man. Yeah. He knows Spider-Man almost got that gauntlet off of Thanos.
Yeah.
He almost Spider-Man single-handedly almost pulled that gauntlet off of Thanos. He was pulling that shit. That shit loosened up.
It was Peter Quill, yo.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That shit loosened up off his hand. Man,
Yeah.
He almost had it.
But people, that's the thing though. And if you're talking about in Spider-Man years, Peter was only 16 and he was damn near the hero.
Yeah, man.
So, now he's like 22. You know what I'm saying?
So these aren't plot holes. You know what I'm saying? But I want to ask y'all a question.
I wouldn't call it a hole though.
Yeah, people were just trying to say like shit, like they was complaining, like they were saying, "Oh my God, like why don't nobody remember Spider-Man? Why they don't talk about Spider-Man doing all this? Man, he was a big,
they did. But everybody who's talking to him now is the new people. They wasn't there for the original shit.
Yeah, but it's like also they're talking to him from the standpoint of Spider-Man, not Peter. And so you remember when MJ mentioned about him saving them all those times. Then we like, oh, damn, this nigga Spider-Man has saved them a lot of times, just in movies. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just in the movies. He was overseas when they was overseas. She's smart as hell to put that together, bro. Because think about it, Dave. You think you can put that shit together every time that you ever crossed paths with somebody and they was always
the thing is,
in the place where you were?
Well, only the correlation of Peter and Spider-Man was erased. Yeah. But damn, dog, can you? I can only imagine sitting there like, damn, there was always somebody with us. Why is there only two of us now?
Hey, Dave, if Donald was a superhero and Donald was always like, let's just say you traveled overseas and you overseas and you just happened to cross paths with Donald, you ain't nothing nigga was, you know what I'm saying? Like he's there, and then but he's also a superhero. He also is always there. He saved your life several times. Then you're like, damn, I don't remember Donald no more, but I remember this superhero dude saved my life. Why you was always there all the time? You know what I'm saying? Like why you was always why were you in New York when I was in New York? You must live here. Why were you in Paris when I was in Paris or whatever?
Who been watching them all this whole time?
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. Especially at the end when him and Ned did the handshake, boy. Hey. I'm looking over at my wife. I said, "Yo, these lights gotta relax." My eyes were so glossed over. I was like, "Oh my God, man!" I was like, "Yo, these lights is taking too long." I said, "They better not come on. I need a little bit more time, just a little bit more time."
Hey, you know what's funny for those of us that love superhero shit? Did MJ do the shit that we expect people to do when a superhero, like they try to catch a superhero in the act, and they try to be like, "Hey, you can't be two places at once." you know. So and then they always find a way to try to orchestrate some shit where the superheroes like it's somebody else in the suit, and I'm here outside my suit, and Spider-Man is over there across the street, and you're like, damn, I thought you was Spider-Man. Like I feel like MJ put the puzzle pieces together in real time. Like she's like, hey man, it's not a coincidence that you always where I am. Like you know, so I think that's cool.
But he made the mistake of always disappearing when she was already with him. Like when we get to run, if we all together, me, you, and Broad, we get to running, and Broad always disappear, and then we get saved. You like, hold the fuck on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Broad. Why you never around when shit get heavy? When you know what I'm saying? Yeah, when motherfuckers trying to kill us, you never around, Broad.
Why, we all running, hiding behind the wall. I'm like, I look at F, I'm like, yo, where Broad at? And then we get saved. You be like,
and then Broad show up again. And then Broad show up again. He'd be like, man,
he's like, oh man, I went that way. Like
we must have got separated.
First of all, black people run together, so like it's gonna be hard to, you know what I'm saying? You see one run, man, if you run left, I'm going left.
There's so much chaos.
We run together.
Bro, I'll tell you going off of what you just said, David. I remember one of my friends back in Birmingham. You remember when the movie Chronicles came out, right? About the two dudes that got their superpowers and shit.
Three dudes.
Yeah, 3 dudes.
Yeah, the 3 dudes that got the powers. We kind of had I remember riding through Trustville, and one of the what is those things called? The electric box, one of the big electric boxes that they have on the side of the road exploded like right in front of us. And like 2 of the dudes was like, yo, let's go get soup. This is right after the movie came out, by the way. They was like, y'all trying to go figure out what it is? I said, man, if you don't drive past that shit and get the fuck on.
Always,
man. You can't. That be the folks that be dying in movies, the ones that be nosy.
Exactly.
You can't be too nosy out here, man, in these streets, man. These motherfuckers. Shit, I
trying to die, yo.
You want to be in a horror movie and then be like, hey man, like what's that? What's that noise?
No.
None of your business.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to know,
man. Don't worry. But not moving on. I do want to know, get an update on David on his One Piece journey. Whenever we're done.
Listen. After we talk, I didn't do shit but wait for Spider-Man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't started Elbaf. Elbaf was what, 17 episodes in? I didn't budge, my brother. I'm like, you know what? I need this.
It's getting peak right now, man. But hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
Is there anything you wanted to more discussion about?
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna transition us to the next topic. But I was gonna say, man, David, or Broad, you might resonate with this too, man. What I mentioned in the group chat about what if Jean Grey showed all the memories, like she connected like their minds, and showed MJ and Ned the memories that they didn't have, because it wouldn't be all of the memories, right? It wouldn't be every single thing, but it would be everything that Peter remembers about when they were together.
I think that's one of the things that would
have been dope.
I think somebody brought that up in one of the conspiracies. You know how when a movie drops and everybody like clue in on details and shit. Somebody said the reason why his best friend remembered the handshake and the reason why MJ was crying is because they end up remembering.
So
they didn't remember, but your memory and feelings are 2 totally different things. Yeah. Like the handshake is muscle memory. That has nothing to do with what your mind remembers. It's a knee-jerk reaction to do certain things.
Yeah, David,
it's like almost unconscious.
Yeah, the muscle memory, I think, is what it was. But
yeah,
also,
it's like, when was the last time you ever thought about left leg, right leg as you walk? Like it's just David, instinctual.
You want to know another thing too, David? Pain of certain types when it hurts, right? It's like,
when someone fall on their ass.
Yeah, like when you stub your toe, what a stub toe feel like. I don't need like it. Then so it's like your body remembers things. Your body remembers experiences. It remembers pain. It remembers pleasure. It remembers everything, bro. So you know, instinctually, like you said, like if he put his hand out, I'm used to this. This is my handshake. This is our handshake. We used to this.
Yeah.
And you start it. Suddenly you start remember. Oh shit, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. It's like damn. It's like I can't say that that's not ever happened to me before. That actually has happened to me before because we have a handshake in my fraternity, and so I don't usually see people every day that's in the frat, but I know the handshake still. And it's like it's just all it takes is for you to put your hand on mine and start the shit off. Suddenly, oh yeah, boom, boom, boom. And it's like damn. All right.
Pause.
I forgot. I remember that. I forgot. I remember how to even do that. But I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Dave. Also, man, I think that
okay, so
MJ, I think MJ, she don't remember things, but I think that, and I mentioned this to David. I said, it's like she is seeing in real time how Ned and Peter almost like thick as thieves. And
they
this
picked
they
up
first
kind of where they
time
left
realized,
off.
yeah, exactly. This the second time they met, David, right, bro? It's the second time they met.
Yeah,
and they thick as thieves, and it's like she's realizing.
So, he's actually telling the truth.
Yeah, this is deeper. This is deeper than just memories being erased. It's like if I was just erased from existence, then everything about me would be erased from existence. Even the things that you might have remembered or experienced, everything would be gone. But that's not what this is. This is, he still is remembered, like
it's
just
what you
said. It's your instinct.
The correlation of the man with the suit. That's it.
Yes.
The connection is blind, but not the feelings. Not she said, "Dog, I ain't gonna lie." When she was like, "I don't love you," I was like, "Oh, oh my heart, yo."
Yeah, that hurt, man. Because we all did do that.
But you could still kind of see her, like she's like, how when someone like you could tell the way she looked at him. She was like,
she said she wanted.
I could see why I might have liked you. You know what I'm saying? Like you could start to see it to develop. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was so much shit. Like this, but like just even starting with the how Spider-Man created the inhibitor thing for the back of the neck, which down the line, they use that same technology to make the inhibitor collars for mutants like down the line, which is insane.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Implication. Yep.
This like you remember when Spider-Man stepped into that chamber at Damage Control and they read his powers? That same mechanic is gonna be given to Sentinels. That's how they detect mutants. Like it was so much shit layered in this movie. I was like, as me and when FM was talking through it, I was like, the more I start talking about the shit that they were using, the higher and higher. Like and just first glance, I was like 8.5. But then once I started talking through it, I said, oh, they killing this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that, David. The scanning technology being used in the Sentinels. That's how they do that.
Because you remember, if you just saw the Sentinels with the X-Men, like if you just remember like that episode when it was like mutant signatures detected, I was like, because I just rewatched the X-Men 97 again, and I'm like, see, Spider-Man's like, yeah, I know that technology is going to be used with Damage Control.
Yep, that makes sense.
So it's a lot of little hidden shit that's just flowing. And then of course with Jean Grey being the first mutant to ever have a second evolution, y'all know we seen on X-Men 97, White Queen got her diamond form. Like second evolutions was a rare occurrence because Jean was the only one to ever get one.
Yeah.
And now they just brought this into the universe. Yeah. We cooking.
Two totally unrelated powers being in the same person.
Yeah. Like that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Because if you look at most mutants,
Xavier don't have telekinesis.
Nope. No.
And he's the greatest telepath ever.
But then they showed you like extreme situations can bring it on an evolution of your power, which she experienced. So like major like trauma. Oh, and I know I can go on forever, but the conversation that she had with Peter's aunt. About bringing family in and like you basically creating your village and stuff like that. if they use this right, that same conversation is going to play back in her mind when she get the Phoenix Force, because she's going to need family and friends to bring her back down to like reality. And I'm assuming they're going to use that clip and she's going to remember like, damn, like Peter, someone just told me like, hey, you don't have to be, so.
Yeah. Now I was gonna say, David, does Psylocke have a second evolution of her power, like a second power? Because she's a telepath and also she has the energy manipulation, right?
Yeah, but that was her power set, because her telepathy isn't as strong, but she could kind of make force constructs with hers. But she can't bring stuff to her, if that makes sense.
Okay. No. What I'm saying, I'm talking about like I thought she could read minds, but I thought she could also her power. Yes. She could also use like the psionic energy to create like blades and shit, and and daggers and shit.
She has too.
Okay, so it's like that's what I was thinking. Is like
I don't know if she can solidify her psionic. She could solidify her psionic power.
Yeah, I think she can. Well, I mean, I guess she can make blades and stuff out of it.
Yes, like she can make it solid, and of course, with it being an assassin, I guess she make everything sharp.
Yeah, but I guess I think of it just like mutants with two totally unrelated powers, and those are some of the ones that come to mind. I can't really think of too many other ones. I mean, it's they're very few and far between.
Well, the thing is, some mutants have multiple abilities, but those abilities never, because she has multiple abilities, but I don't think she's evolved. Like bees, like Wolverine has the healing factor, but with the strong sense of smell. You know what I'm saying? Like he had multiple abilities in one person, but they're not evolved abilities like hers.
I always thought Wolverine's powers weren't. For the longest, I always thought Wolverine's powers weren't really just in a healing factor, but it was like an animalistic like type of thing, where it's like the enhanced healing come from the animalistic shit, because Sabretooth actually takes on Sabretooth actually takes on the animal shit, you know what I'm saying? Like he actually looks like an animal, like he, what do you call it? What's the shit? You remember we talked about that, Dave? The physical mutants that have physical features that's coming to the part where they with their powers. It's like Toad. Like Toad got the long tongue, and he got slimy skin and shit. That's like that's his mutant power, but also it's a physical feature of his body. Blob is really, really big, but his power is also because he's really big.
Wolfsbane. Wolfbane can change her appearance. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah. Nightcrawler and Mystique. Their skin turned blue.
Yes.
So it's like their powers and their it's the same thing from My Hero Academia. I forgot what they called them in My Hero Academia. It's like heteromorphs or some shit like that. But it's like people who powers manifest into physical mutations.
Yeah. Because Wolverine's would if he didn't have the adamantium. Yeah, he would turn to that beast form of himself.
But man, Brand New Day was dope, man. So we can move on, man. It's kind of funny, man. I know we the Anime Ump podcast. It ain't a lot of anime like really like this going on right this second, But y'all watched Black Torch this week? It was a good episode.
Yes, Black Torch was a very good.
It was some
Black Torch was fire. Black Torch was fire.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, man. I know we just now getting into this series, man, but they giving us some good shit early on with the character development, because that was one thing. It's like the girl with the pink hair, and then of course this new guy that they introduced with the glasses. Like they was very flat. It was very flat. But now we get their depth.
I bet the girl with the pink hair was Dave's favorite character of all time.
Hey, listen. They do these weird camera shots of her ass, like just randomly in the show.
Yeah.
But it's not just like her ass. They show the gap. They show the little gap. You know what I'm saying? Between you saw it though. it's kind of, it throws you off because it'll be like a serious ass conversation. She'll put her shit on and then they'll show her ass just randomly.
It's actually hilarious. It's like you talking about the thigh gap. It's like a little thigh gap.
Yes.
It's like
They keep showing it, yo.
Yeah, that's funny, bro. That's funny. But yeah, they giving them a little depth, man. They giving them a little depth. You know, they little girl got mommy issues, trying to save her mommy. You know,
and
bro, other guy got brother issues. Goddamn Itachi. Damn Itachi out here.
Damn, I was like, and then on top of that, I actually got curious because first off, did the evil character dude not remind you of old boy from Gachi Yakuta? With the dreads. Damn.
Like just like the way he was acting, like his mannerisms and shit like
that. You talking about
Jabber?
Yeah,
he reminds me. He reminds me of like a white version of Jabber.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man.
But
I don't know, bro.
But overall, I fucked with it though. It was really good. I can't wait to see. I feel like this is going to lead and it's boiling up to more and more.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see. I'm kind of curious to see where it goes.
Yeah. I also like, it seemed like the guy who's like the head of their team, like the guy like the with the that assembled them, seemed like he like trying to like test them. He like throwing like it seemed like all this is like orchestrated. It's like he got to test them because the organization that they work for don't like trust them. They don't believe that they can like be a legit team. So it's like, hey, because like all this shit is like mental. It's like mental, obstacles.
He playing the game.
Trying to fight your own mental trauma, to test your resolve, shit like that. So I mean, but it's cool though. Like I said, it's I am enjoying. One thing I'm starting to realize, man, is like I don't need a story to move fast in order to enjoy it. Damon's showed me that a little bit. His Black Torch is showing me that a little bit, man. I know that this is just the first season, but it's like, man, I think people expect a lot to happen within a short period of time, and I don't need that. I don't need that, man. I'm cool. I'm enjoying.
It's got to be
I'm
TikTok, cool. Right? It's got to be that TikTok mentality.
Yeah,
that shit crazy.
Yeah, people want that short form content, man. It's like, man, like just enjoy the ride. But I was watching Damon's. I did not finish Damon's. But what do y'all think about Damon's? Y'all have any opinions on that?
You didn't finish it either, yo.
You didn't finish it?
Man.
I
I was watching it, and then I went to go see Spider-Man. I did not pick it back up.
I finished it. It's definitely a build up because the next episode is gonna pop off because Yuru is basically. I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys.
Is he gonna die?
No.
Oh.
He's not dying this episode.
The fucking man.
I mean, dying is he gonna come back anyway.
But also, girl with the chomp, she goes off. Just know she goes off
because man, she the one, yo. Gabby's
she goes.
cold.
Yeah, Gabby completely went off, and you'll see the reason why. And like I said,
she's on the cover, like of the when they give you the thumbnail.
Yeah. But she's about to pop off, and then Yuru, he's basically finding out that he can't trust no fucking body at this point. Even if they're trying to like pitch him a deal, niggas are still trying to kill him. And this he is about to fuck him up real bad. But it's good,
man.
But
every time he turn around, he find out he can't trust somebody else, yo.
Let's not let this nigga become an anti-hero, and he start going off on his own, going renegade.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, we don't got enough crash outs in modern day anime. We need another crash out. We need another crash out. Somebody like Rudo from Gachi Yakuta. Did y'all see the Gachi Yakuta trailer for season 2?
Cold.
No, I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
cold.
Season 2 trailer. Yep.
Cold.
Yep.
Cold.
Okay.
Cold.
They about to cook, man. I'm excited.
Good.
Mushoku Tensei this week was amazing. Oh my god, I loved it. That was so
Listen, it's hard for me to keep watching that show because, like I said, I have kids around the house.
Right.
I'm
it's not always
either,
like that though. It's not
it
always
wasn't
like
nothing bad this episode, was it?
Listen, no,
well, he got to get caught up, so he got to get through. He got to get through some surprises.
I got to get through some stuff, but every time I watch it, I'm surrounded by people, and it's like I can't watch this.
Bad, bro.
I can't watch this shit in the courtroom because what happens
just be
my
random.
headphones,
Like if imagine watching that
David.
and you're on the plane and you see him wearing the panties on his head. The person next to you gonna be like, "What the hell?"
It's anime, man. It's anime. You can write it off. Write it off.
Listen,
man, people don't be understanding us, bro.
FM said you can't watch anime in court. Nigga, I be reading whole ass manga strips in court. I don't be paying attention to that shit. I already turned in my court report. You can read that shit, and if you need to ask me questions, I'm sitting my black ass right here. She knows how I roll. My judge already know. I be sitting
there. There's some more lies on the internet. So
hey, she knows. I be in that bitch like this.
But Dave, did you watch the newest episode, man?
No, I ain't get to see it yet, man.
Man,
I told you when I say, listen. I didn't watch Damon's because I watch it with the wife. Yeah. You know, once you start a show,
I got you.
Y'all watch it together. That's your shit, right? The only thing I watched the Skeleton Knight. Me and you are polar opposites. Slime.
The Skeleton Knight is very one dimensional. I mean, I'm enjoying it. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy it for what it is. It's very one dimensional show though. It's like it is.
I be needing that in my life, bro. I need some stability.
I am not on the edge of my seat watching the Skeleton Knight. That shit is very.
I watch it while I play my game.
I wanted to pick it up. I actually, is it good?
It's actually good,
bro.
I wanted to see that
shit. It's good, bro. It's just one dimensional. It is no suspense to it.
Put it like this, bro.
It's just straightforward.
Like sometimes when you be doing shit, you be on your handheld playing. That's what you use Skeleton Knight for. Like if you can watch it and you be playing, like, that was funny. That's some cool shit. You know what I'm saying?
And it's simuldubbed. It's simuldubbed.
Yeah, and it's dubbed. Yeah, so you don't. Yeah. This isn't one of the shows you got to get locked in.
Yeah, go watch Farming Life in Another World. That's good too.
Yeah,
Farming Life in Another World is good.
And FM I'm Trapped in a Dating Sim is on season 2. They came back. Yeah. I've been watching.
I'm about to fuck around. I'm about to go watch Reincarnated as a vending machine on y'all ass.
I watched that the first season and enjoyed it, but then after the second season, man, I was like, I'm starting to disconnect with this vending machine shit. That's a little too goofy. Yeah, it's a little too goofy for me, bro. It's a little too goofy.
Hey,
I haven't started it yet. I gotta start.
FM, have you caught up with? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna mention Mushoku Tensei, man. I was asking y'all if y'all watched it, but of course y'all ain't watched it. But you got to catch up, Broad and David ain't watched it. But man, this is a good episode, man. They this in the episode, this nigga so David, you might recognize this, man. You remember the blonde girl when he was having his ED, his dysfunction.
Yeah, that's crazy.
his erectile dysfunction. You know, he was. You remember the blonde girl? You remember he was. He couldn't get it up.
Yeah. When he brought her back to the room.
Yeah, she got offended. Yeah. She got real offended. She was mad. So she showed back up this episode, man.
I'm about to go watch. I got so much to watch, yo.
But no, for real, bro. It's so funny because like his wife, Sylphia, she forced him to like, what you call it, like make up with her, like to like talk to her, to have a conversation with her because like
she a real
it's
one.
like tension. It's like tension.
She a real one.
And so he talks to his wives at the end of the episode, and he like, oh well, like you talk to her, and he's like, yeah, he's like everything's all good, we kind of came to an understanding or whatever. And they was like, he's like, yeah, he's like, I figured y'all would be worried that I might bring another wife home, but that's not gonna happen. I promise that I won't be bringing any more women home.
Oh,
and then Sylphia, she was like, you don't have to make a promise like that. If there's somebody that cares about you and you care about them, we don't mind if you bring another woman home. Just make sure you bring her to us first, because we don't want a woman we don't want a woman, you know, in our family who doesn't love you like we do. And then he had the vision of Eris in his mind.
Yep.
And then he said, and then you know what this nigga says? He said, "Damn." He said, "Sylphie," he said, "I might find myself breaking another promise again." You know, and so I was
because he knows she's still out there, dog.
Yeah,
the crazy part is, you know, when the girl that Eris beat up in the dojo, when she rode up to campus, it showed me how close they actually still are. She did that in the night.
Hey, in the newest episode, they fight. They have a one little match, one little face off. The guy, he says the sword master, the blue hair guy. He's like, look, he's like, I want y'all two to fight. He said, whichever one of y'all wins, I'm gonna name you a sword, not sword god, I think sword king. I want to say it's like levels to it. You know, it's like I think sword king is the next level up from where they already are at. And so he said, whichever one of y'all win, I'm naming you the sword king. And the Eris and the girl face off. Eris beat this bitch in one hit. One hit.
Man, yeah, you
tore her ass up. And then the father, you know, the blue hair guy, that's her father, is like, how do you feel, you know, right now? And he's like, you must be upset. And she's like crying. She's like, yes. Like, and I was just like, man, Eris, she a fucking savage. It's a savage ass bitch, okay? Like, it's a savage. Yeah. Hey, bro, something ain't right in her mind. Something ain't right in her mind.
Rudius put that thing on her, and he don't even know it.
She dangerous, bro. Like, I see now why they called her. What did they call her?
When she basically after the first day.
Mad Dog. They called her a Mad Dog. I see now why they called her a Mad Dog. Something ain't right. Like, she like, hey, when the dragon god Orsted, when he came and almost killed them, he knocked something loose, bro. Because she is unhinged.
Yeah, she's more than enough. She's obsessed with Rudius, but her obsession with Rudius got her obsessed with killing him.
Yeah, she want to protect Rudy, you know. But it's like, damn, like, she unhinged, bro. I just want to see. The one thing I don't know is like how she fits into their family dynamic. You know, when she does come back, you know, and eventually, I guess, you know, she gets married to Rudius, which is they hinted
every
at,
mage needs a frontliner.
But I'm saying, like, I'm talking about their family dynamic, bro. Like, Sylphie and Roxy are both quiet. And like,
yeah, but at least Sylphie is that's the first wife with the kid, right?
Yeah.
Sylphie is quiet, but she's still outspoken. Then you got Roxy, who's meek.
Yeah.
And quiet.
Quiet and meek.
Yeah, somebody gotta be, you know what I mean? Somebody in the house gotta be.
You gotta have that.
You know an animator, characters with the red hair always got the fire in them, yo.
Yeah, it's like you having like you got a poly little thing going on.
They can't all be the same kind of chick. Somebody got to be a little rowdy.
Yeah,
right. If you're gonna have a poly relationship, you still need a girl that's gonna be like, "Yo, come over here and like knock this."
First off, y'all be trying to win me over on this show,
bro. It's so good. It's so good.
And then you tell me, "Oh, you got to get through the clear." Bro, so in a whole poly relationship. Shut up.
I love that shit, bro. Look, man. Look, for my real life, I love my wife. I would never, you know. But for my anime, I love this shit. Like, I'm living vicariously through this nigga Rudy, bro. I swear to God, I'm living vicariously through this nigga.
Yeah.
I love this shit.
Hear me out. I'm not surprised about what I'm getting into, knowing who his father is and what this motherfucker was knowing.
That nigga Paul a real one.
I'll finish it. I'm gonna catch up eventually, but I'm gonna have to watch that shit like in a closet or something.
Hey, Paul,
Rudy is like my spirit animal, yo.
Hey, look, Paul a real one, because if Paul didn't like what he liked, Roxy would have got it too. He would have knocked Roxy off too, bro. So, but Paul don't like that type of woman. Paul like him. Paul like him well rounded. You know. Oh my God, that's crazy. Think about that, Dave. Think about that, Dave. Think about that, David. Like he probably would have knocked Roxy off had he not had a preference.
Because she was old enough, so it wasn't like
Yeah,
old. Yeah, but you know how people be, man. People be tripping on this shit.
Yeah, how old is Roxy? How old is Roxy? She old. She like she grown. She grown as fuck.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
She 37 when she first met Rudy.
Damn.
But I think she also her race. She got she's a special race. Meagers. They live about 200 years.
Oh, yeah. So basically she was like 17.
Her and Sylphie gonna live to be like hundreds of years old.
Yeah.
Because so both of them reached their what you call that shit? Their teenage years in their 30s and 40s. So that
yes, I'm saying when you said she was about 37 when they met, so that's about what 17. If you're talking about like if you living them up to like 200 years,
So oh man, yeah, that's funny, bro.
Freaky
broad, like man, come on, bro. You know, like just enjoy it, man.
I'm gonna enjoy it.
No, I'm saying, but no, broad. No, I'm saying, watch the story, bro, and just enjoy it for what it is, broad. Like, don't just disconnect your brain. Just don't think about all the weird shit that Rudy do. Just enjoy the story.
Fine. But I'm gonna get back into it.
I'm just talking shit. But all right, so we go. Huh?
Did you watch? Where were you going to transition to?
I was going to transition into see if y'all watch the Exile Heavy Night. Knows how to game the system. Okay,
I have not.
You watched it, David?
I didn't.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you what I got.
What did y'all watch? What did y'all watch this week?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
I definitely watched One Piece.
I watched the season 2 of that Batman, the Cape Crusader.
Okay, what else did you watch?
Oh my God, that shit was amazing.
Hold on. Did you watch One Piece FM?
The newest episode? Yeah. I have not. I watched the last episode where at the end, whatchamacallit, had just got free.
Yes, sir. Loki is free. Loki is free.
Man, that nigga Zoro. See, man, like Zoro is the perfect person to be like. You know how it's like I'm my brother's keeper.
Yeah,
that's Zoro. In a nutshell. Because Zoro, like Luffy was like, hey, let's free this man. Let's free Loki. And Zoro was like, we don't even know what he did yet. Like, wait a second. You know?
Like, chill out, bro. Like, you don't even know his story.
Yeah, took the key and took the key when Luffy tried to go and mess with the cuffs and then realized they would see Prism Stone. Zoro was like,
bro,
man, look.
I will say this. Damn, I had it and I lost it. They did move a faster pace than in a faster pace than they did in the manga. So because yeah, you go ahead. Loki being free, and I know Dave, you ain't even there yet, but
I'm getting there.
Just know when you get into it, man. Once you're introduced to Loki, he's probably gonna be, if you like Norse culture, bro. He's probably gonna be one of your favorite characters on Elbaf. Like Elbaf is really like that. Probably.
It's so much to start because this is the season where like everything comes back, even like live action. Like me and my wife, we watch a lot of stuff together. So like, man, I'm trying to piece together, and this is what really made me fall in love with dub, because I can watch something with the wife, put something dubbed on my phone, and like I can like multitask shit. Man, these subtitle niggas, man, get on my nerves. I say you don't watch shit with your wives, because man, it's hard to get all this shit done. Football and basketball coming back in. Man, I said, oh Lord,
man, Dave, my wife won't watch subtitled anime, but she'll watch subtitled Korean dramas. So I think it's just motivation, bro. It's all motivation. She'll watch a subtitled Korean drama, but she won't watch a subtitled anime. She it's all about what she wants to do. It's not about like she can't.
Yeah.
Like she it's all a choice.
Yeah. Me and my
It's
wife,
all a
we
choice.
got like we watched Damon subtitle. We watched all of Subtle Leveling subtitle. Same thing with Spy Family. Like we do all that. Well, Spy Family is simulcast, so we'll do that. We'll do the dub in that. But like sub, we do like the big shows and sub. She don't watch everything. She ain't doing all the shit.
Is she watching One Piece with you?
No.
No?
One,
Okay.
she would have to start from because I actually started One Piece before we met. So like, yeah. One Piece has been around a long time.
But the newest episode, like I said, I think you're gonna like Loki, man. Loki is really like that, especially once you find out what his power is. Because at first, FM had to explain it to me, like once before, how his powers worked, and I was like, oh, okay. And I got kind of confused because I don't want to waste. I'm not going to spill it for you, but how it comes about, it does get confusing.
Wait, what part?
How Loki gets his powers, or yeah.
What you mean? Like you talk about like what you mean? Like what part? You talking about the devil fruit, like like with the weapons.
Yeah,
that's not confusing because you
remember
it
was confusing. It was confusing to me. It was confusing to me.
Well, no, I'm saying, broad. They explained that part in Annie's lobby. You remember the dude who had the sword that could turn into an elephant? Yeah. You remember he had purple hair, light purple hair. He had a sword that could turn into an elephant. They revealed that weapons, in rare cases, weapons can take on devil fruit powers, and so
yes.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing when they talk about like how you could turn your sword black. It's just like using it.
Yeah, I think it would probably be like cut like if your weapon cut a devil fruit, or something like that, or like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the process is. They never explain the process of it
ever.
But weapons can consume devil fruits in some type of way.
Well, and even at the end weapons, of Egghead, we saw that you can store simple things like hockey into objects. So I'm assuming it's not beyond us to believe that devil fruits can be.
Yeah. With the hockey turning swords black, you got to pour hockey into it constantly over a long period of time. And then it'll turn black permanently. I think it's also like the quality of your hockey, so it's like not everybody can do it.
I think it's only Supreme. Isn't it only Supreme hockey can do it?
No, I think it's armament hockey. Armament hockey, and so it's like Mihawk did it with his sword, his black sword, and then you remember the sword that Zoro got from old dude. You remember
red.
The Wano samurai. Not in Wano. I'm talking about the one. It's the one that he got. That was the legendary sword
from the girl.
Ryuma is the one who sword is Shisui. Shisui was a black blade. Ryuma poured hockey into it and it turned black.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because he did learned in Dressrosa about it, and
yes. Yep, yeah. So Shisui, it was welded by Ryuma, and he turned into a permanent black blade. And then of course he did it with Odin's sword. I forgot the name of his sword, but he did it with his sword.
Yeah.
Zoro did it with his sword. But yeah, I mean, I see what y'all saying with that. But yes, I understand how that could be confusing if you forgot the dude with the sword that could turn into the elephant, because he really the only one that you ever seen.
Oh shit,
with
man!
By the time you
see certain powers again, and then Ben, like 800 episodes. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like,
exactly. You forget about that shit.
You be like, damn, man. Like, just a quick reminder of help.
Okay,
Just
here.
give me a little flashback.
Here, I'm gonna tell you all the inanimate devil fruit wielders. All right, so Shamrock. I didn't know this. Shamrock's sword is an inanimate devil fruit.
Cerberus.
Yeah, Cerberus. Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all remember the little dog back in Dressrosa that could turn into a cannon? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that, do y'all?
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, it was a dog that could turn into a cannon back in Dressrosa. I forgot all about that.
Man, that was years ago, yo.
That was a long time ago.
Dressrosa?
Yeah, that was like forever.
That was a couple years back. You got a good memory though, man. I shout out to you, dog.
No, I'm looking. I looked it up. Interesting. Okay, yeah. So, but anyways, yeah, it's not a lot of them. So it's probably a rare process.
But once you see it, Dave, it's gonna be fire. Like I said, all of this is Norse culture, and this shit.
Yeah,
I thought that everything was gonna die after Wano because, of course, I'm a big Japanese head. I love Japanese culture. Wano was probably did it for me, but I don't know, man. There's something about Elbaf that got a little stank to it that I like.
Stank to it. That sounds crazy.
It got a little stank to it. I love it. But anyways,
that sounds crazy.
FM, I will say this, man. Go back to I will say I've been participating in your journey of rewatching Hunter x Hunter, and you know what, man? I'm gonna stand 10 toes down, man. Hunter x Hunter over Naruto all day, because that shit is so gas. Like, even when like I'm back on the Chimera Ant arc, and I just watched the episode where the Phantom Troop fought the Queen Ant in their home city. Man, the Naruto ain't got shit on Phaeton cooking her. And
yeah, with the I know what you're talking about.
But I don't know, man. That shit cool.
Nah, I mean, bro, like, but I mean, you know, it's like Hunter x Hunter, bro, set the standard for power systems in anime, because like almost every series, I think, has kind of pulled on what you call it, nin, like concepts of nin,
some form of it, some concept of it.
Yeah, you know, it's like I said, it's not all of it, because nin is such a broad thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you look at chakra, I mean, of course, I don't know if the author pulled aspects of chakra from nin, but like being able to see like the aura that on somebody in Naruto, you can see people's chakra. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see it running through their bodies, and then of course, like Neji showed us that you can block off their chakra. You know what I'm saying? And that's
the flow of
but,
it. Yeah.
But chakra is their supply of energy that they use to use their techniques. You know, if you run out of chakra, you know, you probably pass out, right? Same thing with nin. It's like if your aura, you run out of aura, you pass out, or you die. Actually, I think you die. I think that's what he said. You'll pass out, and if your aura keep leaking, you'll die. You know, that's your life force. Nin aura is your life force, and people who can't utilize nin still have aura. It's just weak, and they don't know how to access it. But everybody has chakra in Naruto. Yeah. In JJK, everybody has. You know, what's it called? What's that shit? Curse energy. Curse energy. But it's like being able to utilize it is the difference maker, and I think that is how people who came after Hunter x Hunter utilize their power system to kind of help develop their power systems. Is that every series has an energy, or you know, whatever, you know, an energy, and that's your pool of energy that you use to access your techniques. In RPGs, we call it MP. You know.
Yes.
But you know, it's Magic. Like that's your MP pool. You know, it's like that's what you use to do your jutsu and shit. So it's like Hunter x Hunter paved the way for a lot of stuff. Not everything, of course, but A
Yeah.
lot of stuff. I think
Yeah.
I think even when you look at Hunter x Hunter, which came after Yu Yu Hakusho, he took Yu Yu Hakusho's power system and evolved it into Nen. I think that's my theory. I can't say that for sure, but
I would
when you
say
look,
yes. When you look
yes,
at some of the techniques,
the,
just from the Genkai when
the
he
spirit
first met
energy,
Genkai, yeah, just from the spirit energy, how the one guy, remember he was able to turn this little putty into solidify. Remember he was slinging,
yeah,
you're a mess y'all around the damn forest. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
we've
You
seen
remember?
we've seen him
Mhm.
recycle some of those power sets too.
Yeah, you remember how he was on the needle and he was on the needle with his finger and he was kind of balancing on it
Mm-hmm.
with his spirit energy. That reminded me of Nen too, and so it's I think that some of these authors have definitely taken from Hunter x Hunter in
Yeah.
that way at least. I mean, that's probably one way. I mean, we know it's many ways they take it from Hunter x Hunter and other things, but that is
Where do you
definitely
think
one way.
Dragon Ball comes in with some of these power sets and
I
fighting
think
styles?
I think Dragon Ball probably comes in with some of the tropes and the motifs and things that we see. I think about
Like
this.
the screaming?
Yes, screaming with your attacks. Also, naming your attacks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Gallic gun. Kamehameha, like special beam cannon. Like naming your attacks. Also, beam struggles. Beam struggles. Dragon Ball, I think, originated that.
Yeah, the
I think
clash, like the
yes, the
power
beam
clash.
clashes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the going back and forth. The beam struggle clash shit. I think Dragon Ball originated that. Or Dragon Ball Z originated that.
Yeah. No,
Dragon
I thought
Ball.
they might have had something in Dragon Ball like that. They had
Uh,
to have had a
I
beam
don't. I
struggle
don't
of some
remember
kind.
if I don't remember because the only people who was able to do beam attacks in Dragon Ball was Goku and Master Roshi.
Master Roshi.
And
Krillin learned.
Piccolo, the
Yeah.
Kamehameha. Yeah, they
Krillin
do
learned the
Yeah,
Kamehameha. Yeah.
yeah, but that's about it. But I was
That
gonna
was
say
it.
too, Dragon Ball tournament arcs. you know, Dragon Ball was doing tournament arcs before any of these shows.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, in regular Dragon Ball, yeah.
yeah,
Because that's how the original series ended,
yeah,
is with a tournament.
yeah. I think in total they had 3 martial arts tournaments in the entire series. The first one was the one where Goku was just a little kid. You remember they was little, they was still small, and I
Yeah.
think that was the one where he fought. Who did he fight in the first one? Was it Tien?
He fought Tien in the first one.
Well, yeah, and then he lose, and then in the second one he was like a
He fought
teenager.
Piccolo. No,
No,
he
Piccolo.
beat Piccolo in one of them because I remember he flew
Yeah.
through his chest.
Yeah,
Was that? But that's how the series ended. I thought. Like it was like that was like the last big fight at the end of the series. Of course, they had like a few little shows after that.
So, sorry, wait a second. I was burping. In Dragon Ball, there were 3 of them. So the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. The 21st tournament. Let's see.
Was that the Tien one?
That's the one. Oh no, that's the one where Master Roshi dressed up as Jackie Chun and he beat Goku. That's that. I remember that one. Yeah, and then so the
when
second,
did he fight Tien?
The second one. That was the second one. 22nd
Okay.
one. But that's the second one in that series. Yeah, that's when he fought Tien. And then the third one was when he beat King Piccolo, or not King Piccolo, but he beat he not King Piccolo, but what do you call it? Just regular Piccolo. You remember
Regular
when
Piccolo?
Yeah, it was when Piccolo.
Before.
When King Piccolo, you remember he spit the egg out.
Yep.
And it was
Yep.
So yeah,
And
that's
when...
yeah. So yeah, man, Dragon Ball was doing tournament arcs for anybody.
Yeah.
They got the OG tournament arcs. But
damn,
yeah, man. Look, I don't mind other series taking aspects from previous series. I actually love that because I feel that that's one thing that we don't have here in American shows is like everybody want to be original and do their own thing, But in anime and manga, they pay their respects to the older folks, to the folks that started the shit. You know what I'm saying? They say, hey man, when I was growing up, I was reading Dragon Ball, and now I'm a manga author. And I took some aspects of Dragon Ball and put that in my series because that's my favorite show. Like, I love that. I love when the authors pay their respects.
Michael B. Michael B. did a lot that fighting on Creed based around he loves Dragon Ball and anime and stuff like that. So he took liberties during their boxing matches to pull some of those off, like the double punch and shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
man.
I know we're definitely coming to a close. But Broad, I did get to see Avatar, right? Because I watched it the exact same day, right?
Okay, let's talk about it.
Dope.
Wait.
Dope.
Give me your score first.
Okay, I'm conflicted. I'm rating it on story, animation, fight style, like character. It's not even development, but it's where they are now. Me personally, I'm at about an 8.5. I'm at an 8.5.
Yeah, I'll take an 8.5.
Why is an 8.5 everybody's safe score for everything?
Like, because I don't want to put too much sauce on it because I really enjoy it myself. But I do have things that I was like, because like one of the things I wanted more was I feel like a movie was too small potatoes for this story. Like this, if you would have gave us like 8 episodes, this shit would have been cold. Because like you would have really been able to develop the chemistry and the storyline between Aang and the Airbenders. Like I literally took a half a score off because you're gonna do a movie, but I'm like, damn, if we could have given us just like a mini series, I think you could have really told a really compelling story here. Because it did feel fast. It felt like they was rush. We gotta hear it.
It felt like that too, bro. It felt like that too. It felt like this never was supposed to be a movie.
Right.
It felt like this. It felt like this is supposed to. It felt like this is like 6 episodes of a 12-episode series. you know, and so I agree. So
I gotta take about a point or a point and a half off because I'm like, you know what, y'all, we deserve a good Avatar after the season 2 you gave us of the live action.
Yeah, that live action was ass.
I was gonna say, man, for me, man, it was like a 7 or 8, 7.5, maybe, I guess. I told you, I got a similar gripe. Katara could have just told Aang, we can make some airbenders, and that would have solved the whole fucking problem of the whole movie.
And as we seen what Korra did, they just made some airbenders.
They made one. They made one. They made one. One out of 3. That's good odds, right?
Hey,
that's.
But then all his kids were airbenders.
Yes.
Yeah. All his his grandkids were all airbenders.
Yes.
So
and then unintentionally, Korra brought airbenders back into the world.
Again.
Through this, opening the spirit realm, and so it's like, I don't know, man. I just feel like the whole movie, like, this was all about Aang wanting to, like, have, his people back and wanting to restore his people. And I just feel like the easiest thing to do for that is for your wife or I guess they're not married.
Yeah, to do the part that you love to do anyway.
Yeah, I guess they're not married at this point in the story. That's also a problem.
But banging away, if that's the solution, I'm down.
Hey, but Korra is not shy. We see that now. Korra is not shy. Like, she was loving on that man the whole fucking movie.
Oh, yeah. I thought you was about the other thing. I'm about to say, she was a muncher by the end of the series.
When she jumped off of Appa and went and kissed that nigga in the sky, I was like, she is not, like, how we see in so many, like, series, like anime especially, where these characters are very shy and reserved and, like, like this. What it remind me of when Katara jumped off of Appa and and onto Aang in the sky. That shit reminded me of Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, when he was kissing Mary Jane upside down.
Yeah.
In
the rain.
Yeah, in the rain. Like that, iconic kisses, but it's like she was not shy about showing him affection.
Right.
And I just think that it's like the easiest thing to do. if you was a nigga that was very preoccupied with your legacy, your wife, all she gotta do is say, "Well, let's make a legacy," and rap, cut the credits, bedroom scene.
Just cut it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen, man. Some movies you can cut off early. Like we would have never gotten that third Ant-Man movie if the grandma just said, "Hey, there was a nigga I was in there fucking. You might want to turn that off." In the story, you know what I'm saying? We never get the multiverse. Like the shit's over.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, for me, bro. Also, I feel like they did not, and this also probably goes back to what David said. It's like the side characters did not get enough spotlight for me personally, and that was always a highlight of Avatar. The original cartoon was
the growth of everybody else. Toph,
Toph and Katara and Zuko got a lot of shine. Even Sokka, they all got a lot of shine. It seemed like this movie, they were just existing just to be fodder. Like they was existing for Taga to whoop their ass, and then also these what do they call it? The denied niggas. Well, how they come around here whooping ass? Fucking to talk about some day. Now I will admit, Katara. People talk about Katara could have blood bended. It was not a full moon, so let's eliminate that shit. That is not a thing. Like,
yes, I know. I've seen that shit too.
She could not have blood bended anybody. It was not a full moon. She could only blood bend during a full moon. You know,
she promised never to use it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so,
but I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shit was getting serious. It's time. If there was a full moon, quit playing.
But running out of water is crazy. And because to me, it's like I mean, with her proficiency with water bending, I feel like she could pull moisture out of anything. And also, water bending is a martial arts form. You still got hand combat.
Yeah, you still got hands.
And these niggas can't bend. So you still got hands.
Some of them could. Remember, he gave some of them wind powers.
I'm talking about the first earlier. They couldn't bend. And so I'm just like, man, these niggas they just got bending powers. They don't have no type of what do you call that shit? Training? They don't know the forms.
No,
they don't know the forms. You know, what I'm saying?
They just throwing out gusts of wind, just randomly.
Yeah, exactly. Because for any bending style, there's formal what do you call it? There's formal forms that they use, formal training forms. You can have your own little style, but there's you remember the waterbenders had the scrolls, the waterbender scrolls. Yes. But I assume
theirs is passed down.
And then you remember Toph had a earthbending teacher that she was better than, But to me, it's like how some people that just got bending outclassing experienced benders. I just
Yeah, that bothered me. And the other part that I was on was the man, how quick Aang was to bromance. I'm like, hey, you don't know this nigga, man.
Man, what's funny is that didn't Aang put Zahir behind bars? I mean, this is before Zahir became an airbender, but did he put Zahir behind bars? If I'm not mistaken, wasn't he the one that put? Huh?
Yeah, because he got caught. Zahir got caught bloodbending, I think, right?
No, Zahir was the one who later became an airbender. You remember later, way later, he learned how to fly.
Yeah.
Nah, you talk about Amon. I'm talking Amon's not Amon, but Amon's father. Was that the one that Aang took down? Yeah, Amon's father. But it is interesting though. One thing I do enjoy, which I really wish that we did get a continuation of the original series. We know that between the original series ending and the point in which Aang died, they had a lot of fucking threats to fight. A lot of people, a lot of threats, a lot of credible threats. He put a lot of bad people behind bars, took out a lot of bad niggas, like Amon's father, like a lot of really, really bad people. They was packing them up.
Yeah. Aang was getting to it in that short period of time.
Yeah, and so I wish that we could see that because I'm like, I hate that they nerfed Aang in this movie. I feel like they nerfed him to me. I feel like they nerfed him real bad. But I don't know. I just feel like now that we see that he wasn't flawless, that he actually he still was, working on his bending, that he still, was flawed in his, personality, that he wasn't grown as fuck when at the end of the series. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because at the end, when you see the original series at the end, they kind of make it seem like he is like fully realized at the end. It's like, you don't realize that he actually still has insecurities about his people being gone, that he still is struggling with that trauma of what happened that day at the air temple, when the Fire Nation invaded, that he still is lonely, like all these things, man, you don't know that. They don't give you that in the original series.
I felt like he was kind of being lonely by choice. Like, especially after seeing Spider-Man and shit like that. Sometimes you choose your isolation.
Well,
even though he had people, he had a village, and he kind of realized it at the end, like, damn, man, I really did kind of choose differently. And y'all been riding with me, but like you said, I kind of like that character development, because sometimes you do got to find out, like, damn, I should have been listening to y'all, man. I was so caught up. That's why the movie, I felt, did it more of a disservice in the drawing out of the characters. The movie, like, I actually liked the movie. It's just it just did a disservice in what you could have done with these characters.
Can I ask you a question, David?
What's up?
So you said that, like, he was lonely by choice.
Yes.
Katara was the only one that was with him in what do you call it, Republic City. Sokka was back in the water tribe, with the water tribe. Toph was in the Earth Nation, and then Zuko, of course, he was the Fire Lord.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like they had to separate anyways. They couldn't all be together at the same time. They would, of course, probably link up from time to time together for special things. But it's like, to me, it reminded me kind of like of other animes that we've seen where characters like who are really close friends had to kind of like separate because they got to go their own ways. It's like,
because Zuko, he actually got his own responsibilities. You seen Sokka, he was back at the village teaching the young, teaching the kids. I really don't know what the hell Toph was doing. Oh, she was teaching. That's what it was. She became a teacher too. I
being a dog, being a dog.
But you remember, like in Bleach,
being the strongest earthbender in the world.
You remember, like in Bleach, Rukia had to go back to the Soul Society. Like after everything had popped off at the very end of the first arc. Bleach, the first Soul Society arc. Like after they freed her and made her innocent, she went back to being a Soul Reaper, and Ichigo went back to the human world.
Yeah, you got
and so it's like everybody separates, because everybody got Ichigo back in school. This nigga was going to school again. This nigga just was a Soul Reaper, like fighting like 1,000-year-old Soul Reapers in Soul Society. Like just damn near beat down everybody in Soul Society to rescue his friend. Now he back in high school. It's like characters got to separate. And
I mean,
you be like,
Spider-Man saved the whole city to go back to a shitty apartment.
Yeah,
like should be happening.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like yes, Aang.
Okay, baby.
I feel like the Avatar world is not that big. I feel like Aang could have traveled at any point to go see whoever he wanted to go see.
Dog, he kept going to the same lonely ass temple, and you could have went to go visit your friends.
All he had to do was just crack Katara, like which leads me to think that when we in this movie, they still ain't cracked yet. He still ain't cracked it yet, bro.
Nah, he touching it.
Nah, he ain't. He ain't getting none, bro. He ain't got none yet. He ain't touched it yet, bro.
Leave that man alone.
Look. He ain't touched it yet, man. Because if she ain't pregnant yet, he ain't touched it yet. So,
well, we don't know what their prophylactic stuff they got going on.
That would have been the dopest fucking reveal at the end of the movie.
That's
Katara
what I thought.
To be like, I'm pregnant.
They wasn't showing her belly at first. I was like, hold on now.
If she said I'm pregnant, and we know the oldest if I'm not mistaken, was Tenzin, right?
Yeah, I think Tenzin looked the oldest,
Yeah, I think
but
Tenzin was.
I would have to go back and look.
Was the oldest, bro.
It was Tenzin, the sister, then the one that looked like Boomy.
Got it. So Tenzin was the oldest because the one that like Boomy was the youngest.
No, I'm wrong. Tenzin is the youngest. Damn, that's crazy.
He's the youngest. Oh,
yeah.
The
he looked the oldest.
Boomy
So the sister was.
Boomy was
Boomy would be the
63.
Oh yeah.
Kaya was 54, and then Tenzin was 51.
Why he look like Boomy, man? You think Kara stepped out?
That's what I thought.
Hey, wait. Hey, that's kind of crazy. The first child did not have a bending. Boomy didn't have bending at first.
At all.
He became an airbender later, but shit, the nigga was not a bender. That's kind of crazy, bro. See, now that would depress the fuck out of me. If I was Aang and my first child can't bend, yeah, I'm probably mad at that point. I would be mad at that point, bro. And then my second child is a water bender.
I know at that point you'd be like,
now you trolling.
Yeah.
Now you trolling. You know, like.
But then he got Tenzin.
Hey,
shit was.
And now I see why Boomy and Kaya was mad at their father. You remember when they introduced them and they had that sibling issues? I see now why. Aang probably acted a fucking fool when Tenzin was born. When Tenzin was born, I imagine Tenzin born and the nigga like sneezes or some shit and blows like a gust of wind through his nose.
Ooh,
or he poop and like do some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, imagine he starts flying around on one of them little air balls. Little air ball. Like, imagine that's your first experience. You see that shit and like how proud Aang was. And now Boomy and Kaya, yeah, sorry, I love you, but y'all not airbenders.
Yeah, you said
you know, so it makes sense that Kaya would probably be Katara's favorite, or maybe Katara. All her children were her favorite, and that's why they love That's why they love their mother more than they love their father. And you'd be like, damn, he was the Avatar, and he was a shitty ass dad. You know, probably. Well, I can see
he
this
probably
now.
wasn't. He probably wasn't shitty. He just probably wasn't as available as they would have liked.
I think he was shitty, David. I think he was shitty. I think that was probably one of his flaws. He was a great Avatar, horrible father. You know, he probably
because he wanted his people. Like,
he probably did his kids dirty, man. Talk about, man, oh my God, we got an airbender now. That's my favorite nigga. Shit.
Yeah.
You know, sorry.
The favoritism was out.
Yeah.
Here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Easily.
Imagine all the time he was spending teaching Tenzin like how to, you know, do airbender stuff. Going to the air temple. Tenzin, does Tenzin have his own bison? Or does he?
They brought back a herd of bison. I remember that.
Damn, but I will say one thing though. You know, just thinking about it, I know people can say what they want about Korra, right?
Oogie, he has his own sky bison. Oogie.
But dog, when Tenzin had to fight them people, remember the one lady with the laser eye? Man, he was beating their ass.
He was.
Like, Tenzin was they had to really jump his ass.
He was
catch
taught
him
by
off.
the Avatar.
That's what I'm saying. He was beating their ass, yo.
Yeah, he was.
He was taught by the Avatar.
See, my favorite one of the kids is
the boy.
The little boy.
Yeah.
The little boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey. Okay, bro. Let me tell you, because I saw this clip, man, where this dude was talking about when Aang went to the Fire Nation. You remember he used a different name. What was his name when he was in the Fire Nation? You remember
when he had the headband on?
When he had the hair.
Oh.
When he had the hair. They was like, he was in the Fire Nation, raising up the Fire Nation girls. You remember that shit? Hey, and then his son was doing the same. Tenzin's son was doing the same shit when he was in the the Earth Nation? Where were they, bro? Where you remember where he was raising up the little girls? Oh. Tenzin's son got that. Tenzin's son got that.
In the Earth Nation?
Huh?
Were they in the Earth Nation?
I'm trying to think if it was the third season. It was the season where you remember he had kind of like a breakout season. You remember where they
when he was going crazy when he was doing this power and the slobber coming out of his mouth. They did the little slow count. Yeah, hey, I might watch that shit again, dog. Like people can say what they that
Milo.
Korra. People might not like Korra, but they can't talk about the character,
Goddamn
the character
Milo.
development of the side characters. That was hard.
Hey man, but yeah, that's bro. That
Side note, since we're talking about Avatar, I ain't gonna lie. You remember when we came into season 3 and the one guy was like, "Damn, have you heard from Korra and stuff like that?" She's like, "No, but we've been pen pals. We should have knew then." You know what I'm saying? Episode 1, yo, some funny shit going on. We should have knew then, yo.
Yeah, and oh man, folks were saying that the live action. They said that they're trying to force Zutara. They trying to force that. They trying to push that through. They trying to make a change to the romance situation. I was like, man, that would be foul as hell. If they do another season, which I doubt they will. After
well, it's only one season left. They're probably gonna end up finishing it up.
Well, if they do, and they try to force some Zutara type shit and retcon that shit, change it for their, like man, they're gonna make some enemies, bro. They gonna get death threats. Not from us, of course, but they probably gonna get some death threats. There's some crazy fans out there, bro.
Zuko and Katara, that is like they became kind of frenemies, but like come on, man. They already messed Zuko up for me.
Look, bro.
He stole the food from the pregnant woman, yo.
Yeah, man. But yeah, we gonna wrap it up, man. I ain't had nothing else to say, man. I mean, shit, we talk all day about Avatar, man. You know what I mean? Shit, now that I've seen it, I can contribute to the conversation. Yeah. I know Broad would talk about Avatar all day if the focus of the conversation was Toph.
Damn, Skippy. Hey, my last thing about it, and we can wrap it up, is
bro,
you can't deny, even though they didn't get a lot of show time in the movie, we can't deny how amazing Toph was in that movie, though, dog. Just you can't
like when biceps or like,
bro, that, and when she was like, see, and then on top of that, when she covered herself in that armor, that shit was cold, bro.
Hey,
you can't lie. That shit was cold. When she
she took the armor off, dude.
Hey, Dave, did you see the side shot that I was talking about? When
she heard the dude running off the roof?
Running off the roof?
Yeah,
you saw this little side shot? I told you. They gave her a superhero moment, and that shit was cold.
We needed more.
The
movie was not going to do enough.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a question. Y'all see how many motherfuckers she can talk metal bending already?
Yeah.
She like now I see why in the future in Korra's like in Korra's time that metal bending is like the standard. Like that's like everybody, like I honestly feel like we saw more metal bending in Korra
than earth
bending.
Yes.
So
like the whole police force is earthbenders.
Yeah, and they can use them little metal cords.
Side thing. I didn't even know the airbenders and earthbenders, which it kind of makes sense, air and earth, was having issues. Like I just never even thought about the shit.
So
back in the day.
Yeah, so
back in the day.
You know the history of Avatar. I don't know if you have looked into the books or not.
Nope.
But in the history of Avatar, when Kyoshi was the Avatar, the Earth Nation was the one that was on fuck shit. The Earth Nation was the one that was on fuck shit. It's the same thing as what we saw in this one, where the Earth Nation. You remember the Earth Nation was the ones that was doing all the bad shit.
Yeah,
and you remember Taga, they was trying to fight against the Earth Nation back then. So when Kyoshi was the Avatar, the Earth Nation was also on some fuck shit. And then of course when Roku was the Avatar, that was the beginning of the Fire Nation becoming what it was. But they said the Air Tribe was always the peacekeepers, and then the Water Tribe always isolated themselves away from everybody. They were they didn't get involved. But the Earth Nation and the Fire Nation alternated between being villains across timelines, across like Avatar.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think it's something about how the Avatar cycle goes. When the Avatar is in your tribe or in your nation, it changes the dynamic of the world powers. And so when the
Yeah, that
Avatar
makes
is an
sense, though.
earthbender, the Fire Nation can't do much. But when the Avatar is a firebender,
They could do everything.
they can do everything, you know?
Yeah.
And so vice versa. So it's like when, you know, Kyoshi was the Avatar, the Earth Nation was at its peak.
That would be why, because it
Yes.
the Avatar
Yes.
goes at the time when Aang was, it'll be air, water, earth, fire. The Fire Nation was trying to speed up the cycle.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
I haven't thought about that in a long time. I said, oh, they tried to speed up the cycle, yo. Because if you get rid of a whole nation, it's going to just go to the next one. That's why they was already. That's why when Avatar starts, they own the Water Nation's ass because they know if they killed the Avatar, the Water Nation is next.
the
They was on
Water
the
Nation
Water
gonna get them
Nation's
next.
ass. Yep.
Yep.
They were already trying to enslave the Water Nation. They was on their ass, bro.
Yep. You got it, bro.
But
Yeah, man.
my laptop dying, y'all.
All right, man. Look, we're gonna wrap it
All
up.
right, y'all.
It's been episode 34 of the Anime Unk Podcast. You know, it's been good. You know, please like and subscribe. Check us out. We know we on Twitch now. I'm also making a Facebook page for us so we can post all our videos to Facebook and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some things together, man. I got a little extra time on my hands, you know, while I'm unemployed and shit. So I'm trying to get shit together. Oh, fuck. Try to get shit together. But yeah, man, like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, you know, for us. We really appreciate the support.
Love you guys.
Peace out.
Go watch Spider-Man Brand New Day too.
Peace.
I beat my Joby, feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi, cause I'm a star and they can't hold me like I'm Kobe in the fourth. Yeah, nothing is ever forced. We headed straight to the source. No middleman, little man. Let me show you if you was lost.